Good day and welcome to Chess Corner. In today's game, we still have a game from Superbet Rapid and Blitz in Poland 2024. This is actually from round 2. So for white, we have Grandmaster Wei against Magnus Carlsen, both genius when it comes to attacking chess. Very strong players. Well, let's get right into it and let's see what happened to their game. So here, Wei playing white opens up with e4, and now we have c5. So we have Sicilian on the board. So whenever it's actually a Sicilian, it should be a fighting game. So here we have Knight F3 by Wei, and now Knight to C6. We have Bishop to B5. So this is the Sicilian defense, Rosolimo variation that we have. So we have G6, and now capture, and then capture. So we have D3 only, and now Queen to C7. We have Bishop E3, and now E5. We have Queen to D2, B6 was played, and now A4. But let's go back a bit in this position. Here, he played B6. It is because probably he would like to move the bishop somewhere, and of course the pawn on C5 is still under attack. So we have A4 and now A5. We have knight to A3 and now F6. We have castle, and if you're gonna take a look at the position, White actually completed the development. He basically developed all the minor pieces. The queen is actually on D2. The rooks are basically connected. King is actually safe, so White completed the development already. For Black, only queen is actually developed, but this is Magnus. So after castle, we have bishop to E6, and now knight C4. We have capture and now capture. So both have this double pawns on the queen side. So we have rook to D8, threatening to capture the queen. So queen has to move, which is queen to E2. We have bishop H6. So right now, Magnus is trying to simplify the game by exchanging the pieces. And if you're gonna capture bishop takes H6, you're basically helping Black because knight H6 will develop the knight. So we have c3 only, and now capture. Queen takes e3, and now knight to e7. So slowly Magnus is actually improving the position. So there will be an option now to basically castle or maybe king to f7. So we have b4 and now queen d6. Not the best continuation here. The suggestion is just to simply capture, like exchange the pawns on the queen side. But after queen d6, we have capture and then recapture. So we have rook b1. So right now, Wei has the open b file, but for black, he has the open d file. So we have king f7 and now h3. We have rook to d7 and now rook to b2. We have queen d3 challenging the queen as well as threatening to capture the pawn on c3. But if you're gonna capture, queen takes d3, rook takes d3, you're basically helping black. It will be better for black because queen d3, rook d3, threatening to capture the pawn on c3. And then might as well, if you want to defend, you can go rook c1, but this will be passive for white. So in this position, we have queen c5 by Wei. Now queen takes c3. We have rook b1 and now rook to d8. We have king h2 and now g5. We have rook to b7 and now g4. Now, if we're gonna take a look at the position, white is actually a bit better when it comes to queen side. So this is the reason why Magnus actually decided to basically counter on the king side. So we have a rook b3, not the best continuation here. The suggestion is to go this rook here on b3. But let's see why. Because after rook to b3, it allows queen to c1. If it's actually the other rook, then you can't go to c1. So right now the threat is queen f4, threatening to capture the pawn on e4. So here we have queen to e7, not the best continuation here. The suggestion is to go h4 or even g3. But I don't think h4 is actually that easy to see because after h4 there's always still g4, which is kind of hard for white to basically defend the possession because right now the only good defender for white is this knight on f3. But anyway, we have queen e7 and now king to e6, an excellent move. And now capture, so threatening to capture the queen. And now in this position, you really need to move the queen somewhere. I mean, in this position, you can capture a5. Queen e3 is also playable in this position. But after, let's say, queen e3, queen takes e3, if you're going to capture it with a pawn, then it's going to be double pawn again. And if you're going to capture with a rook, then this will be better for black because right now the rook will be on e3, not on this open pile. So anyway, we have queen takes a5 by way, but now g4. We have knight to g1, and now check on f4. So in this position, we have king to h1, and now, as you can see, black is threatening to capture the pawn on e4, as well as threatening to capture this pawn on f2. So Magnus decided to capture the pawn on f2, and now we have queen to b6, challenging the queen in this position. But if you're gonna capture queen takes b6, rook takes b6, this would be better for white because, as you can see, white has a pass pawn on the queen side. So in this position, Magnus just played g3. If you're gonna capture queen takes f2, gf2, this is winning for black right away. So of course we have rook b1 first, and now queen takes b6, rook takes b6, and now rook d1. So right now, if you're gonna take a look at the position, this knight is not going anywhere because it's actually protecting the king. So here we have a5. We decided to basically just counter on the queen side, but now we have h4 first. The idea behind h4 is actually black don't want to allow h4 move because, say for example, this rook is not in this particular position, then he will have knight to h3 move. So h4 was played, and now a6. Rook a1, not allowing another push on a7. But now c5, we have f5 by Magnus, so capture, and now king takes f5. We have rook b7, threatening to capture the knight, so knight d5 was played, but now we have a7, another move by the pawn on a7. It's pretty close, just one more move, but rooks are actually behind, so that's not gonna work. So here we have knight to f4. The idea is to go knight to e2, threatening to deliver a checkmate here. So here we was actually forced to give up the pawn by a queen. So we have rook takes, and now rook to b1. So at least white actually solved the problem on the back rank. But another problem is actually this g2 pawn. So here we have e4 only. The idea behind e4 is not allowing knight to f3. It's not going anywhere this knight. So here we have rook to f1, but now rook to a2, and this is actually the part we're in. We basically resign. It is because the threat is coming, which is rook takes d2. But of course, the king need to move somewhere first because this is still pin. Let's say, for example, you move something else. Let's say in this position. Well, right now, maybe he can try like rook to e1, but still, rook takes is coming here. Rook takes g2, and now rook to h2 will be checkmate. Well, that's our game for today. I hope you like it. Please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching Chess Corner, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye now. Thank you.